And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. Joe Bowling with you, coming to you from Brownsville, Texas. And tonight we got a matchup of the Lady Chargers from Brownsville Veterans Memorial taking on the Tigers out of Mercedes. And again, we appreciate you joining us here for our broadcast as we are set to go for this first inning of play in a matchup of two teams atop the district. Chargers trying to stay unbeaten. Mercedes Tigers trying to hand them their first loss and thus pull into a tie with this team on top of the district. Teams have already taken the warm-ups outside. You can see that the Chargers have taken some warm-ups and their outfielders are meeting out in the center field area. Meanwhile, inside the diamond, they are set to go. Their starting pitcher today is Mia Anzoldua, and she'll be on the mound today to start this ball game, and she'll take on this Mercedes Tigers team that looks like this. Cassie Rodriguez will lead things off, Sam Flores, and then Natalie Trevino. After that, Yesenia Garcia, followed by Angelique Rangel, Cassidy Sanchez, Aaron Ramirez, Mika Vinto, and Reba Ayala. That's your lineup today for the Mercedes Ladies Tigers. And again, we appreciate you joining us here for the broadcast on RioSportsLive.com. First pitch of the game is on the way from Anzoldua, and that is in there for strike call. No balls, one strike to count. And the next one coming in is a strike call, 0-2. Anzoldua comes into the game throwing strikes to the leadoff hitter, Rodriguez. Next pitch coming to Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, struck her out. Anzoldua on 3 pitches retires Cassie Rodriguez, and that's how this one gets started. That brings in Sam Flores. Flores playing third base today for the Mercedes Tigers. Sunshine right beyond left field. That's going to play havoc on the camera for a while. We'll white balance probably every 5 minutes and still not get that right down the stretch, but we'll have it set as the lights are on here. There's a ball out of the strike zone. First one out of the strike zone from pitcher Mia Anzoldua. Again, welcome to our broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. Coming your way from Brownsville, Texas. Next one coming from Anzoldua. Swing and a miss. Evens a count at 1-1. One ball, one strike, nobody on. One out here in the Mercedes Tigers first inning. Flores at the plate. And she'll bring it home. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Anzoldua started the game by striking out Cassie Rodriguez. She's now ahead in the count 1-2 to Flores. Leading off this ball game. Flores waits. Anzoldua spins it home. Outside, evens the count. 2-2. Behind the plate today is Ali Morales for the Chargers. Beautiful facility here, softball field in Brownsville at Veterans Memorial. 2-2 the count. Anzoldua looks in. Here it comes. Flores fouls it away out of play. Count remains 2-2 on the number 2 hitter today for the Mercedes Tigers. Our broadcast coming your way here on a Tuesday. And wow, we've got some games already lined up for fans to keep track of coming up here in the near future. We'll run down that schedule for you here in just a bit. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Flores chased one out of the strike zone. Second out of the inning is 2 strikeouts to start the game by Mia Anzoldua. That'll bring in Natalie Trevino. Trevino will try to get something going here with 2 outs in the Mercedes first inning. That one misses for a ball, 1-0. Fans watching on RioSportsLive.com, if you're on the social media, be sure you share the link. Like the page, follow the page if you will. Let the other fans know out there that the broadcast is going on. As today we are in Brownsville, Texas. This is the Lady Chargers taking on the Lady Tigers. Trevino waits for the next one, and here she comes. Check swing, she'll foul it off. Evens the count at 1-1 with 2 down here in the first inning for the Mercedes Tigers. If you're watching on social media, give us a shout out where you're watching the game from. That's always kind of fun to watch. I can track it on Facebook for the most part. 2 down thanks to 2 strikeouts by Mia Anzaldua to start this ball game. Trevino, the first baseman today for the Tigers out of Mercedes. Next one coming. Low for ball 2. 2 strikeouts to start the game. Trevino trying to get on board. Around the horn at first base, Lexi Isias for the Lady Chargers. Down at second base, Valerie Ruiz. Third base, Liz. There's a strike call. Liz Abete is down at third base. For the Lady Chargers. Anzaldua within a strike of striking out the side. Trevino with a 2-2 count, waits. Here it is. Check swing, see you later. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike in the inning for Mercedes. No runs, no hits, nobody left. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Anzaldua. We've played a half inning. Mercedes to the field. Lady Chargers will hit after this on RioSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
At First Community Bank, our bankers put you first.
Like Mark in McAllen and Kim in Harlingen.
Make FCB your bank.
And discover first-class service on a first-name basis.
First Community Bank.
Welcome back here to our broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We are in Brownsville, Texas. It's a Tuesday evening. And again, the position of our camera has us at the mercy of the sunshine, my friends. And so you're going to see it affecting the white balance as we continue to move along here through the broadcast. We head to the bottom of the first, and for the Lady Chargers, they'll be hitting Valerie Ruiz. She'll lead things off, playing second base today, followed by Cassie Valdez, shortstop. Mia Anzaldua, the pitcher, will hit third, followed by Harley Morales. Liz Zabete, the third baseman, hits in the 5 spot. Lexi Asias, the first baseman, hits 6. Gio Leal in left field today will hit 7th. Christina Gonzalez in center field hits 8th. And Heidi Martinez will hit in the number 9 spot. Ruiz, Valdez, Anzaldua, Morales, Zabete, Asias, Leal, Gonzalez, Martinez for the Lady Chargers. On the mound is Mika Vento for the Lady Tigers as they meet on the pitcher's mound. Infield will break out. And they'll try to do something against this Lady Charger team, and that's been tough to do in district play. Nobody's beat them yet as the Lady Chargers play here at home. Mercedes has lost just once in district play. That was to this team. Leading off, Ruiz bats from the right-hand side. Vento on the mound. Once the sun goes behind the trees, we'll be okay here. There's a strike call as we start the bottom of the first inning. Ruiz at the plate. Valdez on deck. Vento takes her time, spins it home. Low. Evens a count of 1-1. Just joining us, thanks for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. Live broadcast coming your way. Thanks again to the Lady Chargers and Brownsville Veterans Memorial High School for assisting us in the broadcast, and for the Mercedes Tigers being gracious, allowing this broadcast coming your way. Next pitch coming to Ruiz. Swing and a miss. 1-2 is Ruiz behind in the count to start things off here in the bottom of the first. Just joining us, 3 strikeouts in the top of the first, as Mia Anzaldúa was letter perfect on the mound. Ruiz tries to get on here in the bottom of the first for the Lady Chargers, leading it off. Swings and misses, strikeout. Strikeouts ruling the game thus far. Between the two pitchers, that's 4 to start the ball game. First out here in the Brownsville Veterans Memorial bottom of the first. Brings in Cassie Valdez. Valdez, a shortstop today, hits for the first time today. Vento on the mound. First one coming to Valdez. Takes it outside for a ball. 1-0 here to Cassie Valdez. Mia Anzaldúa on deck. Taking her time on the mound again is Mika Vento. Next one coming, Valdez. Takes a strike. They don't have the score clock on, so we'll keep track of it here as best I can. Valdez at the plate. Behind the plate today is Angelique Rangel. There's a shot into right center field. That gets down for a hit. 1-out single off the bat of Cassie Valdez. First base runner of the ball game. Took it opposite field. Valdez on. And it brings in Mia Anzaldúa. Anzaldúa could help herself from the left-hand side. Stands in with the runner at first. And 1 out. Down at first base is Valdez. Pitch coming. There's a ball away. 1-0 to Anzaldúa. Down at first, that's Cassie Valdez. 1-out single has her on board. Anzaldúa, the number 3 hitter in the lineup today for Brownsville Veterans, the Lady Chargers. 1-0 the count. Vento spins it home. Runner not going. A pitch is low. Runner will go down to second base uncontested. Meanwhile, ball 2 on Anzaldúa. Now Valdez in scoring position. Stands down at second base. Friday, looks like we're on our way to McAllen for baseball action. La Jolla heads to take on the Bulldogs of Mac High. Anzaldúa here for the Lady Chargers. Swings and hits it in the air a mile high. Playable out in center field. Yesenia Garcia makes the catch. Runner stays put at second. Anzaldúa retired for the second out of the inning. Two outs, and it brings in Harley Morales. So Vento could get out of the inning if she can retire Morales. Morales stands in. Vento brings it home. There's a strike called. 0-1. Sun went behind some clouds. That'll help our camera's cause. See if we can Check that white balance during the break. Next one coming. There's a strike call. 0-2 to Morales. Ventos. Ventos struck out one. Could get out of the inning with a strikeout here. Morales could drive in a run with a hit. Swing and a miss. Morales strikes out. Drop pitch down to the first inning over. K2-3 on the putout as Morales is retired in the inning. 2 strikeouts for Mika Vinto. For Brownsville veterans. No runs, a hit. They strand one. We've played 1 full inning. To the second we go. Scoreless. Mercedes at Brownsville veterans. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and thanks again for joining us here for the broadcast. As we head to the second inning for the Mercedes Tigers. My wife Dahlia back at the camera. We had 2 camera operators lined up for tonight, and we, in the baseball world, went 0 for 2. Emilio had some family issues. Mariana wasn't able to make the trip. And so on a day she thought she was going to be on the sidelines at worst training, now I got her in the most precarious spot that she's done a game from yet. We're underway to start this second inning. At the plate, Yesenia Garcia. I've got her inside the fence line in a little area for the media here at the Lady Chargers home field. Pitch coming. Swing and a foul ball out of play. And already, as in the second inning, she's been hit by 1 errant throw during warm-ups. It's usually quite the trip home after she's had to work hard on a game. I can't wait for this one. As already, she knows she's in the shooting match between third base during warm-ups and the outfield playing catch. Swing and a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop range is over. Easy play for Cassie Valdez. She'll put it away. Garcia pops out. One down here in the sixth, or in the second, that is. 4 in a row retired by Mia Anzaldúa to start this ball game. Anzaldúa with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. So Garcia, the first player to put a ball in play, is retired. Angelique Rangel stands in. First pitch. Wants to bunt, takes the ball. 1-0. Next Tuesday, we already know we'll be at Harlingen South. That'll feature San Benito taking on Harlingen South, and that one's got all kinds of storylines. Pitch coming to Rangel. Swing, and that's a shot into center field. Pretty far hit, but playable. Catch is made. Rangel hits it in the air. Christina Gonzalez reels it in, 2 down. Here in the second inning, brings in Cassidy Sanchez. Sanchez today, right fielder for the Mercedes Lady Tigers. hits for the first time against Mia Anzaldua. First pitch coming. Strike called. And I'm telling you, this is the nature of the way this works. After filming on these fields for 6 years, I don't care where we put our camera down here, a coach is going to line up between us and the hitter. That just happens. Pitch coming. Check swing for a ball. Sanchez laid off. Here come the mosquitoes. No one said that was going to happen tonight. So Sanchez hit by a pitch. First base runner for the Mercedes Lady Tigers, and it brings in Aaron Ramirez. Aaron Ramirez, the second baseman today for the Mercedes Lady Tigers. 2 outs here in the second inning. Pitch coming. Foul ball back to the screen. For a quick strike on Ramirez. Mika Vinto on deck. Sanchez hit by a pitch on the bases. Lady Tigers looking for something here in the second inning. Would like to break on top of this game. Try to get this Lady Charger team chasing them. Pitch coming. Foul ball out of play. 2 strikes on Ramirez. We were stringing extension cords all over the place here today, trying to get set up for this one. Finally got that in play. Late in the game, my thanks to Frank with Valley TV for assisting on the broadcast. Running cable and getting power supplies in place. Saved the day for us and trying to get this one set on time. Pitch coming. Strike 3 called. Ramirez down, caught looking. In the inning, no runs, no hits, a hit batsman, 1 left for the Mercedes Tigers. Anzaldua has now struck out 4. Lady Chargers will hit in the bottom of the second. We'll be back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Hey, everybody. ¿Qué hacen aquí?
This is an intervention.
What?
Sí, mijo. It's the yoga pants.
You all are just jealous because I'm flexible like Captain Prontissimo.
Is that your wallet?
Yeah, it's full of the money I save with Pronto Insurance.
And your keys.
With Pronto's multi-account discount, I can insure all the cars in the family.
Why can't you just wear regular pants with pockets like everybody else?
I can do this in jeans.
Aika.
Ah.
Pronto Insurance. Call for a free quote today.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours. One that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
Our thanks to the BCIC and the Discover Brownsville program there, one of the sponsors here for tonight's game. Here on RealSportsLive.com, we are in Brownsville, Texas tonight. On a beautiful night for softball. There was threats of rain perhaps today, but that didn't happen. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. Lizabete checks in, leading off, takes a strike, and away we go in the bottom of the second. Back on the mound is Mika Vinto. She worked around a one-out single in the first inning. Faces Abete for the first time on the day. 2 strikeouts in the first inning by Vinto. That one goes back to the screen for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on or out here in the bottom of the second inning for Brownsville Veterans. And like I said, I don't care where I sat when I was with Channel 4. Coaches would be in just a direct line. I used to call it the coach's dance, trying to get out of these line of sight to get a good angle for the hitters. Ball 2 to Abete. My wife doesn't have that luxury. She's secured on a tripod. We can ask if the coaches would stay out of the way, but that's not going to happen. So we'll just do our best with the angle we have. When I get the other camera guys, we'll just switch camera angles. Next pitch coming to Abete. Outside for a ball. Abete trying to get on to lead off the second inning for Veterans Memorial. Share the link if you get a chance, if you're watching it on social media. On Facebook, we are broadcasting on 5 platforms yet again, as we do on a normal broadcast. There's a strike called. 2, Lizabete. Rolando Rivas says, "Go Lady Tigers." Thanks for watching, sir. Armando Lopez with the same chime. Share the link. Let the other fans know this game's coming out. There's a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Abete. 3rd strikeout in the game by Mika Vinto. And it brings in Lexi Asias. Asias, first baseman today for the Lady Chargers. Hits for a first time. And how about Mika Vinto thus far here in this ball game? She's been lights on. But in reality, you know you have to be if you're the starting pitcher against this lineup. Pitch coming to Asias. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Outfield playing about as deep as you can get out in left field. As Asias is at the plate. We'll show you that after this next pitch, if given a chance. I don't think Lexi Rodriguez could get any further back. Here's the pitch coming. Up high for a ball. Take a look out there. You can see Lexi Rodriguez about as close to that fence as you can get in left field for the Mercedes Tigers. Asias at the plate. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Vinto ready for the next one. Spins it home. Strike called. Fastball that time by Vinto, coming right after Asias. Gio Leal on deck for the Lady Chargers. Ray Espinoza checks in, watching on Facebook. Thank you, sir. Next pitch coming to Asias. Swing, and there's a high fly ball into short left field, and Rodriguez makes a nice play. 2 down as Rodriguez covered some ground. We showed you how deep she was playing out there in left field. And that was into short left center field. 2 down here in the second inning, and it brings in Leal. So Vinto helped with a little defense behind her. Oh, I just saw my wife brought me some M&Ms. This game not brought to you by M&Ms, but I'm sure going to eat them, my friends. Leal ready to go. Vinto's retired the first 2. Leal takes a strike. And Mercedes for their third inning. They'll have the number 8 hitter leading off. As right now, Mika Vinto tries to get out of this second inning. She's now retired 4 in a row after giving up that 1-out single back in the first inning. Facing Leal, spins it home, swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes on Leal. Vinto has struck out 3 in the game, retired 2 on strikes in the first, got 1 here to start the second, and a strike away from getting out of this inning. Peers in. Rangel behind the plate. Vinto ready to go. Here it is. There's a foul ball out of play. Keeps the count 0-2 on Leal. Christina Gonzalez on deck. But for the Lady Chargers, Leal will have to reach base for her to hit here in this third. Leal has to protect the plate. 0-2 the count. Vinto brings her home. Another foul ball and a playable caught by the catcher Rangel, and the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 go the Lady Chargers in the second. We head to the third inning. Nothing doing here. Scoreless ball game. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Skillet. And welcoming back for King and Country. A night of music, ministry, and more. April 20th at 7 p.m. at the new HEB Park Stadium in Edinburgh. Tickets on sale now. For more info, log on to GodFaithMusic.com or call 358-2755.
Are you ready for the country? Are you ready for me? Are you ready for the country? Ain't I a sight to see?
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
Whatever DIY
All we need
you've got going on
is you.
Visit Habitat.
We donate now. We make
Whatever
this child
DIY
forever.
project you've got going on,
Make history at
visit Habitat for Humanity.
endingpolio.org.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, I'm Joe Bowling with you, and thanks again for joining us. As I told you earlier, we're broadcasting this on several platforms, as is the case with all of our broadcasts. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, also coming your way on the website, RealSportsLive.com, and Roku Television and Apple TV, fastly gaining numbers on the platform in which fans are watching these games. We head to the top of the third, Mika Vinto leading off. Vinto, Ayala, and then to the top of the order, Cassie Rodriguez. Vinto takes a strike. No hits thus far for the Mercedes Lady Tigers as we're in the third inning. They have had a base runner. Vinto waits. Grounds it hard up the middle. Shortstop knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, not in time. Vinto reaches, leading off the third for Mercedes. And now the job of Reba Ayala is to get her moving on the base paths with the top of the lineup on deck. Third inning, a little something going for the Mercedes Tigers, who will quickly substitute in this game. Vinto, the pitcher, will head to the bench. End to run for her. For the Lady Tigers is Karime Zamara. Ayala at the plate becomes the most important hitter of this ball game. Here in the third, Mercedes could instantly become a threat here against Mia Anzaldúa. Now, Anzaldúa struck out the side the first time through against this top of the lineup. Spins it home. Bunt. Past first base, but a foul ball. Is strike one on Ayala. Ayala the extra hitter today for the Mercedes Lady Tigers. Stands in here in the third. Bunts it again, another foul ball. 2 strikes on Ayala. And now Anzaldúa can come after her. Who's pitching for veterans? That is Mia Anzaldúa on the mound. Mr. Charlie Barrientos. Anzaldúa thus far has struck out 4 in the game. Hit a batter. Lead off aboard here. Pitch outside for a ball. All right, I just got a text. I was waiting to see who won. I didn't recognize the name. Coach Molina, Harlingen South Basketball, won our tournament bracket challenge. So we want to give him a quick shout out. And also advise him that tomorrow I'm going down to pick up your certificate. You'll get 2 nights at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo on South Padre Island. And some additional prizes I've got set up. Here's a swing and a miss. 1 down here in the third as Ayala fails to get the runner around. I didn't recognize the name because he went code on me when he set up his bracket, and I couldn't see the names. It was he and Jake Howell, who was my cousin, going against one another head-to-head in our bracket challenge on our NCAA bracket here on Real Sports Live. There's a strike called to Cassie Rodriguez. Jake, of course, was up there saying, hey, I know I'm in Missouri, but still, if Michigan wins, I win. And I'm coming down to the island. Well, now he'll have to come down to the island and foot the bill. Again, Coach Molina, head basketball coach on the boys' side for Harlingen South, wins our bracket challenge. I'll put something on the website now that I know who won. There's a swing and a shot into right field. That's a hit. Down to second base. And now making a turn. Play at third. Throw over there. Not in time. It gets away. Down to second base goes Cassie Rodriguez. Second and third for the Mercedes Tigers. Here in this third inning, and the number 2 hitter, Sam Flores, is coming up. Rodriguez went opposite field. Now, the courtesy runner, Zamora, hesitated at second base. A good throw probably would have got her on the base pass. Nonetheless, she's in scoring position. Flores at the plate. A lot of things can get this run across for the Mercedes Tigers. Flores, strikeout victim her first time up. Bats here with 1 out, couple on board. First base is open. Anzaldúa has to go to work, brings it home. Flores takes a strike. 0-1. Thanks again to Mr. Frank with Valley TV assisting us in getting our broadcast set up today here at Brownsville Veterans, home of the Lady Chargers. We were having all kinds of power issues, trying to find out what plug-in would work best. There's a bunt. Runner coming home to score. Throw there, not in time. Down to first base is Flores. Over to third goes Rodriguez, and Mercedes on top 1-0. The leadoff hitter getting on board has led to a run here for the Mercedes Tigers. And it brings in Natalie Trevino. And this inning could continue. Trevino stands in. First pitch coming. Check swing, took a ball. Runner goes down to second uncontested. Second and third. First time these two teams met. It was a 5-3 game with the Lady Chargers winning it. Come from behind fashion. Anzaldua with runners at second and third. One out. Brings it home to Trevino. Punts it foul. Back to the screen. 1-2 now on Trevino. Fans, here on Rio Sports Live, we've got a couple of systems that I'm trying to put in place. I need camera operators and I need play-by-play guys or girls to reach out to me. Got some ideas here that I think will work now as we are trying to expand our coverage. And if things line up, we will be talking about expanded coverage in a way you will not believe. Pitch coming to Trevino. Strike 3 called, or that's strike 2. 2 strikes on Trevino. One nothing Lady Tigers. They've played a run here in the third, trying to look at some more. Trevino at the plate is the number 3 hitter. She could deliver a big swing here. Anzaldua brings it home. Wide, runner coming home trying to score, will score. Down to third base goes Flores. It's a 2-0 game. Lady Tigers. 2 runs across. Hello, Evie Vasquez, coach. Thanks for checking in. Trevino waits. Pop up, foul ball. That's in play. First baseman will make the catch in fair territory. Trevino retired. Flores has to stay on third. 2 down. And it brings in Yesenia Garcia. Garcia popped out to short her first time up. Bats here in the third inning. Left-handed hitter. And so now as the coach is in that line of sight between our camera and the pitcher, I hope he makes a play if one gets shot down the line, pulled foul. Pitch coming. Inside for a ball. 1-0. Fans, if you got a chance to watch on Saturday, we had a IWFA football action. Those games are on archive, available. There's a ball that misses a little low, ball 2. At IWFA, full contact women's football. Preseason action, we had 3 games. We had over 10,000 views on those 3 games. So I was really impressed at the number of fans that tuned in for those preseason games. Next pitch coming to Garcia. Swinging a shot to second. Fielded there. Inning comes to an end. 4-3 on the putout. Garcia 0 for 2 on the day. For Mercedes, they'll score 2 runs. They'll do so with 2 hits, take advantage of an error. Strand 1. They've stranded 2 in the game. We head to the bottom of the third. Mercedes on top in this one, 2-0. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nixtamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south of Texas. For me, this is not only a business, You know, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Learn more at discoverbrownsville.org. Again, thank you, BCIC, with the promotions, assisting us with the broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com, showcasing some of the businesses in the Brownsville area. Today, we're in Brownsville, where the Lady Chargers, Brownsville Veterans Memorial, call home Mercedes Tigers, leading in this game 2-0. Bottom of the third rolls around. Christina Gonzalez will lead it off. Back on the mound goes Mika Vinto. First one misses, and here we go in the bottom of the third. Sun went down, breeze kicked up just a bit. Wind's blowing out to left field here today. Not a strong breeze, but enough of one. Gonzalez can get one in the air. It may carry out of here. Stands in, leading off the third. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. In the first inning, the Chargers had a one-out single. Since then, 5 in a row retired by Mika Vinto, as she works on Christina Gonzalez. Bunt attempt for a strike. 1-2. Heidi Martinez on deck, and then it's to the top of the order for Brownsville Veterans. This is what got the job done for the Mercedes Tigers in the third, as their number 8 hitter, leading off the top of this third, got on base. Came around to score the game's first run. Gonzalez waits for the next one from Vinto. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. In the game for Vinto, that's now 4 strikeouts. Brings in Heidi Martinez. Martinez, the number 9 hitter for the Brownsville Veterans Chargers, stands in, batting here in the third. Mercedes put 2 on the board in the top of the third. Lady Chargers. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Martinez. Vinto continues to come right after these hitters, first time through the lineup. Martinez stands in. Valerie Ruiz on deck. Vinto brings it home to Martinez. Chase one low for a strike. 0-2 to Martinez. Like I said, Vinto coming right after these hitters. Friday, looks like it's baseball action coming your way here on Real Sports Live. We are traveling to McAllen. Martinez waits. Here it is. There's a shot into right field. That stays up, and it's hauled in by Cassidy Sanchez for the out. 2 down. Brings in Valerie Ruiz. And that's now 7 in a row, retired by Mika Vinto. This time she'll face Valerie Ruiz with the bases empty. 2 down in the third inning. Ruiz 0 for 1, strikeout victim back in the first. Bats here in the third. First one coming. High for a ball. This is where these good teams come back. Second time through against these pitchers. Pitcher can appear totally dominant first time through, and then base runner, base runner, base runner, and the runs start tallying up. Ruiz will have to get it started with 2 outs for the Lady Chargers. Here it is. Foul ball. 1-1 the count. Fans watching on social media, I see the Facebook fans. I can keep track of that pretty well. Share the link if you will. Pass the word on to other fans. Follow the page, like the page. So we continue to showcase athletes here in this area. In this case, high school softball coming your way on a Tuesday in South Texas. Ruiz waits for the next one. Here it is. Late on the swing, 2 strikes. Vento a strike away from getting out of this inning and sending us into the 4th, where Mercedes will have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Ruiz will try to extend the inning, try to get on base. Valdez stands on deck. Ruiz misses it. Another strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 5 strikeouts in the game by Mika Vento. She makes quick work of the Lady Chargers here in the 3rd. We head to the 4th. Mercedes scored 2 in the 3rd. So far that sticks. 2-0 your score. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here, Lady Chargers out there warming up. You can see the scoreboard's not on, so we're at the mercy of that here on RioSportsLive.com. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Armando Lopez, thanks for watching the broadcast. Pass the word to your friends and family and other fans out there, if you will. Sharing the link. Follow our page and like our page here on RioSportsLive.com. This past weekend, we went over the 300 mark in the number of broadcasts thus far. In what I consider still the early days of this company. We are in the 4th inning, and Angelica Rangel will lead it off. Cassidy Sanchez, Aaron Ramirez. Anybody gets on, Mika Vento will hit for the Mercedes Tigers, who scored a couple of runs in the 3rd inning and lead. And away we go in the 4th. Rangel takes the ball. Rangel flied out to center field her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Mia Anzoldua on the mound. Was breezing through the 2nd. And then the 3rd, a couple of runs come across. There's a ground ball, the 3rd. Deep in the hole is short. Quick throw over. Safe there. That's a hit all the way for Rangel. Shortstop made a great effort. Cassie Valdez down there showed a great arm. And it brings in Cassidy Sanchez. Sanchez, the right fielder today, was hit by a pitch her first time up. Bats here in the 4th, 2nd inning in a row that Mercedes has put the leadoff hitter on. Sanchez wanted to bunt, took a ball, runner goes. Nothing doing on the throw to first. 1-0 to Sanchez. That hit is the 3rd of the game for the Mercedes Tigers. Sanchez at the plate. Bunts it, a good one. One play, that's the first. Close play here, and out at first. Now a runner run down in between 2nd and 3rd, and out at second base. Lady Chargers get the out. Now they do call her safe at first. But how about the rundown, the execution that time by the Lady Chargers? As they get Rangel on the bases. First out here in the fourth. Brings in Ramirez. Great camera work by my wife. How about that? Go back and watch these replays, my friends. Ramirez stands in. Bunts it. Play it first. Out there. Down to second base goes Sanchez. Sacrifice for Ramirez. Brings in Mika Vento. Vento with a chance to help her cause. Could drive in a run with a hit. 2 down here in the fourth. Looking ahead, the Lady Chargers will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the bottom of the fourth inning. Vento would like to keep this one going. Takes a strike. 0-1. Vento reached under an air, scored a run in the third. Bats here in the fourth. Misses that one. 2 strikes. Anzaldúa could get out of this inning right here with a strike. In the game, she struck out 5. Hasn't walked anybody, has given up 4 hits. Allowed the 2 runs in the third inning. Working on Vento. Strike 3 called, inning over. For Mercedes, no runs, 2 hits, a leadoff singles wasted, runner erased on the base pass thanks to good defense by the Lady Chargers. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Lady Chargers will talk it over and then they'll go to work. This is RioSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
Mi Casa Furniture out of Brownsville, Texas, one of our sponsors helping us out here with the broadcast as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning in Brownsville. Veterans Memorial will hit in the fourth. Cassie Valdez, Mia Anzaldúa, Harley Morales, anybody gets on base, Liz Abete. As we are in the fourth inning, Mercedes on top 2-0 thanks to 2 runs in the top half of the third inning. Back on the mound, Mika Vento, who has allowed just 1 hit. That was back in the first inning. Since then, she's retired 8 in a row. She'll face Valdez, who was the first and last hitter to reach base here in this ball game against Vento thus far. Her single in the first inning with 1 out. Only base runner so far for the Chargers. First pitch coming. Ball 1. 1-0 to Valdez. Anzaldúa on deck. Fans, we appreciate you watching the games here on RioSportsLive.com. Thank the sponsors by just popping in, checking out some of the sponsors that you see as ball 2 misses to Valdez. And fans interested in perhaps showcasing their business, their product, or their service, reach out to us here at RioSportsLive.com, and we can find a way to put you in these broadcasts as well. As you can see, full-blown, fully produced commercials available. Valdez takes it high. 3-0 leading off the fourth for the Chargers. Hey, Frank's coming back. What did he do? He made a trip somewhere. He's got a bag full of goodies from somebody and water. 3 balls, no strikes to Cassie Valdez. Foul ball back at the screen. 1-1. He brings a burger. I won't turn that down, sir. Wow. Now, can I find a way to eat that thing on a broadcast? I'll get creative. 3-1 the count. Valdez trying to get on board to start this 4th inning for Veterans Memorial's Chargers. Mika Vinto on the mound, working here in this 4th inning. Brings it home to Valdez. Ball 4 low. Leadoff walk for Valdez. That's how the 4 starts for Veterans Memorial. First time in the ball game they put the leadoff hitter on. And so here stands Anzaldúa. Wanted to bunt and took a ball. 1-0 to Anzaldúa. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Flight out to center field back in the 1st inning. She bats here in the 4th. On deck, Harley Morales. As Anzaldúa stands in, she represents the tying run. Vinto, taking her time on the mound, has been the case throughout the ball game. Brings it home. There's a bunt, foul ball. 1-1 to count. Wind picking up a bit more here. Again, it's blowing out to left field. Anzaldúa would have to take it opposite field to take advantage of the wind. But any right-handed hitter is going to be assisted now as it's strong enough to help out a ball lifted in the air. Anzaldúa waits. The 1-1. Home. Strike call. Runner goes. Throw to second. Safe there. Rangel behind the plate made that one close with a strong throw, but Valdez gets a stolen base. Meanwhile, the count went to 1-2 on Anzaldúa, so she'll have to protect the plate. Anzaldúa could drive in a run now with a hit. She waits for the next one from Mika Vinto. Here it is. Swinging a fly ball, short right field. That's trouble. Right fielder can't play it. Gets past her. Runner comes around third base. She will come in to score. Throw goes wide. Down to third base goes Anzaldúa. It's a 2-1 game. Anzaldúa got the ball up in the air. Cassidy Sanchez came in just a bit far on trying to cover that play. And that brings in Harley Morales. Morales 0 for 1 on the day. Meanwhile, a conference on the mound by the Mercedes Tigers. Situation is runner at third base. Still nobody out. And that runner represents the tying run here in the 4th inning. Mercedes scored their 2 in the 3rd. This is right smack in the middle of the order for the Lady Chargers as Morales stands in, the cleanup hitter. Behind her, Liz Abete. But Morales, who struck out her first time, could do some damage here. At the least, she could tie this game. First one coming from Vinto. Away, ball 1. 1-0. Fans were continuing to get things in line for the Coaches All-Star Games, which are next Sunday here on RioSportsLive.com. Next pitch coming to Morales. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Before that, on a Saturday, we'll be in Corpus Christi for 4 games with the IWFA. Again, fans that were watching got to see a good product out there as we were in Crystal City, Texas this past Saturday. There's a foul ball out of play. Quickly 1-2 now on Morales. The IWFA full contact football on the women's side. We had 3 games. We kept track of it. Over 10,000 views on social media on that broadcast. And those numbers we anticipate will be much higher when the regular season comes around. Still, it was great numbers. Foul ball. Morales stays alive. I didn't really realize I was going to be that hungry until on our way down here. I knew I hadn't eaten, not just lunch, all day. So now I'm staring right down the streak at a huge burger and fries, waiting for the middle of the inning. Another foul ball off the bat of Morales. I was content to go with the M&Ms that I had sprinkled out around me here, taking those one at a time. Now the carrot is dangling in front of me on the stick. That burger's not going to last. Next one coming. Swing and a shot into right center field. Center fielder with a diving catch makes the play. Runner tags, comes in to score. How about the catch by Yesenia Garcia? Morales gets the RBI, ties the game at 2 apiece. But Morales saved an extra base hit. 2-2 ball game. Two-two game, and that brings in Liz Abete. Abete in the ball game, 0 for 1. Strikeout victim back in the second inning. So the 2 times these teams have put a leadoff hitter on has resulted in opportunities to score runs, and they've cashed in 2 of the 3 times. There's a strike called. As Mika Vinto will go back to work against Lizabete. Lexi Asia stands on deck, but Abete will have to reach. Looking ahead to the 5th inning for Mercedes, it'll be the number 9 hitter scheduled up. Vinto would like to keep it right here at 2-2. That's a foul ball, bunted back to the screen. And quickly 2 strikes on Abete. Checking out the camera work. My wife did a tremendous job getting that diving catch out there in center field. Now, when I get an editor in place to go back and get our highlight reels, my friends, I'm overloading Frank already with Valley TV. So we got to get these highlights out there so the fans can see this stuff. Of course, right now you can go back and watch the archives over and over and over. There's a ball outside. 1-2 to Abete. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Vinto trying to end this 4th. Works on Abete. Spins it home. See you later. That's the 2nd out of the inning. That's my stomach talking there. Thought that was the 3rd out. Inning continues. Lexi Acias will hit. Calm down, Joe. It's there. It's not going to run away. Mosquitoes aren't going to carry it away either. I wouldn't let them. No way. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Acias flied out to left field her first time up. Bats here on the 4th. Lexi Rodriguez made a nice play on the ball hit by Osias, first time up. Ball high. Catcher Angelique Rangel held that for an extra second for the umpire. 1-0 the count. Gio Leal on deck. Osias at the plate. Waits for the next one from Mika Vinto. Here it is. Late swing, 1-1. Two runs, one hit in the ball game for the Lady Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. In this inning, they've taken advantage of a leadoff walk and an error. And then the RBI on a fly ball off the bat of Harley Morales. Next one coming from Vinto. Foul ball. 1-2 the count. Fans, we appreciate you watching out there on social media. I can keep track of Facebook on what's happening. Share the link if you will. Pass the word to other friends and family members. Jennifer Valdez says a great game so far. You bet. Nothing decided as we're tied at 2 apiece here in the 4th. Next one coming to Osias. Ground ball to second. Inning over. 4-3 on the putout in the inning for Brownsville Veterans Memorial Lady Chargers. They score 2 runs. They do so without the benefit of a hit. Take advantage of a walk and error and strand none. We head to the 5th in this one, all tied up at 2 apiece. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
At First Community Bank, our bankers put you first.
Like Mark in McAllen and Kim in Harlingen.
Make FCB your bank.
And discover first-class service on a first-name basis.
First Community Bank.
Hey, everybody. ¿Qué hacen aquí?
This is an intervention.
What?
Sí, mijo. It's the yoga pants.
You all are just jealous because I'm flexible like Captain Prontissimo.
Is that your wallet?
Yeah, it's full of the money I save with Pronto Insurance.
And your keys.
With Pronto's multi-car discount, I can insure all the cars in the family.
Why can't you just wear regular pants with pockets like everybody else?
I can do this in jeans.
Aika.
Ah.
Pronto Insurance. Call for a free quote today.
Back here in the 5th inning we go. Coming to you from Brownsville, Texas. Our thanks again for you to watch the games here on RioSportsLive.com, and thanks to the sponsors such as Mikasa, who jumped on board here as one of the sponsors for these games. 5th inning rolls around. Reba Ayala at the plate, and strike one gets us started. Mia Anzaldua, a new life on the mound for the Lady Chargers. After her team trailed 2-0, they got a couple of runs across in the 4th inning, and here we go in the 5th. Next one to Ayala. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 5-3 the first time these two teams played each other, and it was a come-from-behind victory for the Lady Chargers in that one. Ayala, 0 for 1 on the day. Cassie Rodriguez on deck. The 0-2. Fouled out of play. Into the baseball field, which is vacant tonight, as the Chargers are at Brownsville Pace this evening. Oh, to the count on Ayala. Rodriguez on deck. Sam Flores. Anybody gets on this inning, Natalie Trevino will hit. Next pitch to Ayala. It is on the way. Another foul ball. She stays alive. Ayala has to protect the plate. Mercedes had their leadoff hitter on in the third. That produced the 2 runs. Put the first 2 on in the fourth, but a runner erased on the base paths. Wasted an opportunity to score additional runs. Ayala trying to get on here. Another foul ball out of play. This game is basically for the district championship outright. Mercedes is 1 game behind. Their only loss in the first round of district play came at the hands of the Lady Chargers. Lady Chargers unbeaten thus far in district play. And so a win here, they will be above and beyond controlling their own destiny in capturing a district title. Ayala battling at the plate, trying to get on board. Anzaldúa just misses. That's a good eye by Ayala to lay off that pitch. And as we talk about capturing district titles and moving into position for the playoffs, let's just talk about that playoff scenario, my friends. Right now, we're stuck in the middle of the soccer playoffs, round 2 going on as we speak. And the UIL broadcast partner in control with $200 a pop charging us. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball drop, play to first, and that's safe. Ayala will reach to lead off the 5th inning. 3rd inning in a row in which Mercedes puts the leadoff hitter up. And how about the at-bat by Ayala? Ends up striking out, but battle and then took advantage of a drop 3rd strike. Cassie Rodriguez stands in. Okay, Armando Lopez, thanks for the assistance there. There's a bunt foul, strike 1. Lady Tigers battled back in that first game. Eventually fell 5-3. Here in this one, Lady Tigers took a 2-0 lead. Lady Chargers responded with 2 in the 4th inning, tied it up. Here we are in the 5th. Runner on first, nobody out. Rodriguez on the day, 1 for 2. Singled, scored a run in the 3rd, struck out victim in the 1st. Wants to bunt, misses, slow down to second base. In time, out at second base is Ayala. And how about that throw by Harley Morales? One down here in the 5th. Second base runner lost on the base pass for the Mercedes Tigers. That'll change the at-bat a bit for Cassie Rodriguez. Rodriguez will now try to get on board. Flores on deck. Anzaldúa spins it home. Check swing and a ball. We're in the 5th inning here at Brownsville Veterans Memorial, home of the Lady Chargers. Friday, we're heading to McAllen. Here's the 1-2. Outside. McAllen Bulldogs, state-ranked baseball action coming your way on Friday. I want to finish my thought on the playoffs. Do that after this next pitch. Rodriguez waits. Instead, Anzaldúa steps off. So let's just go ahead and talk a little more. On the playoffs, yes, the broadcast partners of the UIL in charge. $200 a pop they're charging for playoffs right now in soccer. Next one coming, foul ball. And we are diligently working on sponsors to lock in on a long-term basis. Reason being, it not only allows us the ability to move forward and put the other broadcast crews in place, but it starts putting the funds aside to cover the playoffs. $200 a pop. Racks up in a hurry. Rodriguez waits. Swinging a ground ball right back to the mound. Enzo do a nice play. Rodriguez retired. 2 down here in the 5th. And it brings in Sam Flores. So, as we're covering softball here, a couple of playoff teams. Right here, you're looking at them. Next Tuesday, we'll be at Harlingen South. That'll be a couple of playoff teams. Harlingen South taking on San Benito. This Friday, we'll be at McAllen. That's playoff baseball at its best. Reach out to me if you will, business owners, fans who may be able to get us in contact with sponsors. Ball outside. 2 down here in the 5th for the Mercedes Tigers. The inning started out promising. Leadoff hitter got on board. She was erased on the base paths. Flores at the plate is 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the 3rd. Fouls that one out of play. Or is it made? Catcher makes the play. Rangel, or check that, Morales makes the catch. Inning over for Mercedes. In the 5th, no runs, no hits, strikeout, reaches on a pass ball. And we played 4.5. 2-2 your score. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
And welcoming back for King and Country. A night of music, ministry, and more. April 20th at 7 p.m. at the new HEB Park Stadium in Edinburgh. Tickets on sale now. For more info, log on to godfaithmusic.com or call 358-2755.
Are you ready for the country? Are you ready for me? Are you ready for the country? Ain't I a sight to see?
That's Mika Vinto back on the mound for the Mercedes Lady Tigers as this game zips into the bottom of the 5th inning. And leading off, taking a strike, is Lexi Asias. Check that, that's Gio Leal. Leal leading off here in the 5th. 0 for 1 on the day. She fouled up. Good attempt over there on the third base side by Sam Flores. Leal takes a strike. Leal, Christina Gonzalez, Heidi Martinez. Anybody gets on, it's the top of the order for Brownsville veterans. Leal waits, takes a strike. First out of the inning. That's now 5 strikeouts. Make it 6 strikeouts by Vento. And Christina Gonzalez talks things over with Coach before she heads into the batter's box. Gonzalez 0 for 1 today. She's a strikeout victim back in the third inning. At one time, Mika Vinto had retired 9 in a row. She works on Christina Gonzalez. Gonzalez will try to get on ahead of Heidi Martinez. And then a hitter that's due is Valerie Ruiz. She's 0 for 2 on the day. She would love to hit this inning with runners on board. Gonzalez takes the ball. 1-0 the count. I called that last break a 2-hamburger bite break. And then I took too big of a bite. It made it just 1. Nonetheless, the hunger pains are starting to go down just a bit. Gonzalez waits for the next one. From Bento. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. Now, the one thing about the playoffs, I'll keep talking about this, is the $200 fee during baseball and softball is for either a single game or for a best 2 out of 3 series. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 5th. Of course, the scoreboard's up there. My wife can't see that, as the scoreboard here is off. Gonzalez now has to battle at the plate. Vinto works. Got her looking. Another strikeout by Vinto. 2 outs in the inning. First 2 retired. That's now 5 in a row set down by Vinto. And here comes Heidi Martinez. Looking ahead to the Mercedes 6. That's the 2, 3, and 4. Make it 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Martinez takes the ball. 1-0. Two runs in the third for Mercedes. Answered with 2 in the fourth by Brownsville veterans. That's it for the scoring thus far here in this game. Pitch to Martinez. Wanted a swing, took a ball. 2-0. Just 1 hit in this game by Brownsville veterans. That was a 1-out single in the first. They produced their 2 runs in the fourth, taking advantage of a walk and an error. Martinez waits. Next one. There's a strike. Martinez taking all the way. 2-1 the count. So again, we are active. I'm talking to potential advertisers and sponsors every day. Frank's doing the same thing with Valley TV. We are trying to put the pieces in place to cover these playoffs. There's a swing and a miss, and quickly now it's 2-2 on Martinez, who at one time was ahead in the count 2-0. Martinez will try to stay alive. Vinto a strike away from getting out of this inning. Next one coming. There's a foul ball out of play. And again, fans, we could try to move that camera. If I did, I assure you, the coach would change his spot in the. That's just the way the dance works. Covering all those games with Channel 4. It's constantly moving back and forth with the coaches, trying to figure out where they're going to stand in the batter's box, or as close to the batter's box as they wanted to get. There's another foul ball. Heidi Martinez at the plate. here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First 3 innings breezed by. Things have slowed up here a bit in the 5th. Vinto ready, brings it to Martinez. Another foul ball. Good at bat by Martinez. My wife has a burger and fries sitting over here too. She can't get to them. So now she's attacking my fries. Martinez at the plate. Vento working it. 2-2 count with 2 on. Or I checked that, 2 outs here in the 5th. Martinez had called time. She's back in. Vento ready. That's a fair ball. And the inning's over. 5-3 on the put-out in the inning for Brownsville Veterans. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We played 5 full, nothing decided here. Mercedes will hit, all tied up at 2 apiece on RioSportsLive.com.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
My wife zooming that camera back and forth. I'm Joe Bowling. This is RioSportsLive.com, and thanks for joining us here. Brownsville Veterans at home here in Brownsville, Texas, taking on the Mercedes Tigers. We head to the 6th inning. Back on the mound is Mia Anzaldúa. Anzaldúa has given up 2 runs on 4 hits. Has 7 strikeouts in the game. And will work to Natalie Trevino, Yesenia Garcia, Angelique Rangel. Anybody gets on, it will be Cassidy Sanchez. First pitch, strike called. Welcome to the top of the 6th. Trevino's 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout victim in the first, popped out to first base in the 3rd. Hits that one down the line. That's a foul ball. My wife never had a chance at that one, folks. 1 strike. Now 2. 0-2. If we would have had Emilio and Mariano here, I would have had the second camera in place, and we would have had that. Yes, I have 3 cameras that we can put into play. We will be doing that as we get camera operators on board. At the plate, Trevino. Next pitch coming. Low for a ball. 1-2. Trevino leading off the 6th. Mercedes had their leadoff hitter on in the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. Ball 2. Trevino was at the mercy of the umpire that time. She had committed early on that. Held up, it stayed outside, evens the count at 2-2. Mia Anzaldúa peers in, gets the sign, brings it home to Trevino. High, ball 3. This is the number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Mercedes Tigers. So Anzaldua knew she couldn't just lay one in there. Was ahead 0-2. Now it's 3-2. Trevino takes it outside for a walk. That's a good at bat for Trevino. Fourth inning in a row in which the Mercedes Lady Tigers have put the leadoff hitter on board. And it brings in Yesenia Garcia. Also has a conference on the mound by Brownsville veterans. I'll take a break. Tell you why in a minute. This is RealSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
At First Community Bank, our bankers put you first.
Like Mark in McAllen and Kim in Harlingen.
Make FCB your bank.
And discover first-class service on a first-name basis.
First Community Bank.
Hey, everybody. ¿Qué hacen aquí?
This is an intervention.
What?
Sí, mijo. It's the yoga pants.
You all are just jealous because I'm flexible like Captain Prontissimo.
Is that your wallet?
Yeah, it's full of the money I save with Pronto Insurance.
And your keys.
With Pronto's multi-account discount, I can insure all the cars in the family.
Why can't you just wear regular pants with pockets like everybody else?
I can do this in jeans.
Aika.
Pronto Insurance. Call for a free quote today.
Back here, Brownsville veterans. I had a feeling that was going to take a little extra time on the mound. Therefore, my late breakfast, late lunch, early supper, late supper now, whatever you call it, my meal of the day, I was able to partake a little bit more of that. I don't know where this burger came from, but I'll give them a shout out. I'll tell you that right now. It's that good. Rancho Villa Deli. Good stuff. At the plate stands Yesenia Garcia. Swings and misses. Strike one. One on, nobody out here in the sixth inning for the Mercedes Lady Tigers. They win this, they'll draw even with Brownsville veterans in district play atop this district. And the way these two teams have controlled this district, it very well could set up another game to decide the district champion, or at least a coin toss. There's a foul ball and a bunt attempt. And quickly, 2 strikes on Garcia. Trevino got on to walk to start the inning. She's been replaced by Jasmine Gonzalez on the base paths. And Garcia's at the plate, 0-2 the count. Trevino was in the hole 0-2, worked herself a walk. Mia Anzaldua brings it home. Swing and a miss, struck her out. 8th strikeout of the game, first out of the inning. Runner stays down at first base for the Mercedes Tigers, and it brings in Angelica Rangel. Rangel is 1 for 2 on the day. She flied out to center field in the second inning, had a single leading off the fourth. Bats here in the sixth, and takes a strike. Runner goes down to second. See you later. Another runner erased on the base paths on a letter-perfect throw by Haley Morales. Two down. At the plate, Rangel takes the ball. 1-1. Fans, we appreciate you watching. If you're watching it on the social media side of things, be sure you share the link. Also invite you to watch it on the multiple platforms. We do have people that utilize the YouTube channel. There's a foul ball off the bat of Angelica Rangel. Roku television It's as easy as this. We utilize Boxcast for our broadcast. Therefore, if you have a Roku television or Apple TV, download the Boxcast app. Once you do that, search for Real Sports Live. Click on the icon. There we are. It becomes one of your favorite streaming channels. Anytime we're live with a game, you can watch it. Anytime you want to go back and watch a game, they're on there as well. There's a foul ball out of play. Off the bat of Rangel. Count remains 1-2. Brownsville veterans unbeaten in district play. I could say the same thing for the Mercedes Lady Tigers, except for the fact that they played this Lady Charger team earlier this year. Therefore, they have one loss. Rangel at the plate. Sanchez on deck, but Rangel will have to get on. Swings and misses. Throw to first, inning over. K2-3 on the putout. 9 strikeouts in the game by Amia Anzaldua. Leadoff hitter gets on for Mercedes, but a race on the base pass. Not the first time it's happened here in this game. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 2-2. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Never pay for the showroom. At Mikasa Furniture, you can buy any of this furniture for 50% off retail. Think about it. 50% off retail at Mikasa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica, where you always buy for less.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
The BCIC, one of our sponsors, and we do encourage all the fans that are watching our games, check out our sponsors. We made the jump early in basketball season of where I was just simply looking for sponsorships to help us showcase the athletes into the ability to say what the numbers we're getting are now a viable advertising platform. Made a big difference when suddenly we were talking about ads that were producing results. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading things off, Valeria Ruiz. Ruiz on the day is 0 for 2. Strikeout victim in the first and the second. At bat of the day, takes a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Seven strikeouts in the game recorded by pitcher Mika Vento. Works here on Ruiz. The count is 1-1. Next one coming. Foul ball, and the play is made. One down as Angelique Rangel makes the play. First out here in the 6th. And that's now 7 in a row retired by Mika Vento. Brings in Cassie Valdez, and she has yet to been retired. Singled in the first, walked and scored a run, also stole a base in this game. She bats here in the 6th. There's a strike called. Say this for Vinto. Even though Valdez has had her number, she's coming right after her with that first pitch. Vinto relying on her defense behind her, which has been stellar. The only miscue was an error in the 4th inning that led to a run. There's a shot into left center field, and that's trouble. Plugs the gap, goes to the wall. Second hit of the day for Valdez. Makes the turn, heads to third, slides in safe with a triple. Valdez with a 1-out triple. On base for the 3rd time on the day, and she is now the lead run here in the 6th inning, and it brings in Mia Anzaldúa. How about Cassie Valdez? There's your hitting star of the game so far. Her team has 2 hits. She has them both. Anzaldúa could drive in a run here, give her team the lead. She's the pitcher today for Brownsville Veterans. Facing Vinto. Takes it outside for ball 1. Anzaldúa flied out to center field in the 1st inning. Then hit one into right field that was misplayed. Reached on an error. Came around to score the team's 2nd run. And now could give them the lead. A lot of things could get that run home with 1 out. 1-0 the count to Anzaldúa. Next one coming. Pop foul ball over near the screen and out of reach. Evens the count at 1-1. Anzaldúa trying to go opposite field. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 game. Mercedes on the road taking on Brownsville Veterans. Win or lose, don't think either team's going away. They'll be live and well when it comes to playoff time with a chance to make a run. Anzaldúa waits. Foul ball out of play. And now Vinto a strike away from changing the look of this inning. A 1-out triple by Cassie Valdez. She's still down at 3rd. Anzaldúa at the plate. Harley Morales on deck. Infield is playing back, so anything hit short or second is probably going to score a run. Anzaldúa steps out. See how deep the shortstop's playing over there. Anzaldúa ready to go. Mika Vinto spins it home. Just missed for ball 2. Big groan by the Mercedes faithful. Evens the count at 2-2. It was an off-speed pitch. Anzaldúa taking all the way. She was frozen in the batter's box. Vinto wanted the pitch, didn't get it. Now she'll have to come back after Anzaldúa. Here's the 2-2. Low in the dirt. Good play by catcher Angelica Rangel. Keep that in front of her. There is a base open if they want to put Anzaldúa on. Set up the potential double play. Again, you start putting base runners on ahead of the cleanup hitters. A lot of times that's not going to result in good things from a defensive perspective. Anzaldúa waits, the 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck her out. 8th strikeout of the game by Mika Vinto. 2 outs. And now it brings in Harley Morales. Looking ahead to the 7th for the Mercedes Tigers. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. Harley Morales stands in. Strikeout victim in the 1st. Flied out to straightaway center field in the 4th and drove in a run. Bats here in the 6th inning with the lead run down at third base. 2 outs. Takes the ball. Mika Vinto has allowed the 2 hits. Has walked 1, had to work around an error. She's only allowed 4 base runners in this game, period. 2 of them have scored runs. Morales waits for the next one. Swing and a miss. Vinto still showing good speed on those deliveries. Evens the count at 1-1. On deck is Lizabete, but all eyes right now on Harley Morales of Brownsville Veterans. Mika Vinto working on the mound. Trying to push this into the 7th inning, keeping it a tie game. Foul ball, strike 2. Vinto within a strike of getting out of the inning. This is the cleanup hitter for Brownsville Veterans. Hitting here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Can she deliver with 2 outs? A lot of room down the left field line. If she can pull this down the line, that's extra bases. They play with a big gap in right and left center field as well, as the center fielder has moved over into more or less right center field. At the plate stands Morales. Here's the 1-2. Shot into right center field, and it's down for a hit. Run gonna score. Anzo Dua with the RBI. They had her played perfectly, but she still managed to get the ball down and drive in a run. 3-2 the score here in the 6th. Harley Morales, they'll replace her on the base pass. And she'll make her way to the dugout to a happy bunch. (3-2) the score. Brownsville Veterans on top. Conference out behind the pitcher's mound for the Mercedes Lady Tigers. While they talk things over, we'll take a quick break. This is RioSportsLive.com.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture. 7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
Bottom of the 6th inning. A 2-out single by Harley Morales has given Brownsville Veterans a 3-2 lead. And here comes Lizabete. Abete, a strikeout victim in the 2nd and the 4th. Takes it outside for a ball. 1-0 to start this at bat. In the Mercedes 7th, they'll have Cassidy Sanchez, Aaron Ramirez, and Mika Vinto all due up. All have reached base in this game, so they have been part of the offense as a swing and a miss. Equals the count at 1-1 on Abete. Seven of the 9 hitters for the Mercedes Tigers have reached base today, so doesn't matter who comes up. They've been on the bases. They'll have a chance. Vinto will try to keep it right here. There's the ball high. 2-1 on Abete. Lexi Acias on deck. It was a 1-out triple by Cassie Valdez that got this inning rolling. 2-out single by Harley Morales. Brownsville Veterans on top, 3-2. Next pitch coming to Abete. Pulled it back from a bunt, took ball 3. Vinto has walked just 1 here in this game. And that was when she put Cassie Valdez on base to lead off the 4th inning. Valdez came around to score She scored 2 of the 3 runs for Brownsville veterans. Abete at the plate. Can be picky here. Ahead in the count 3-1 with the runner at first and 2 outs. Takes a strike. Taking all the way was Abete. And Vento a strike away from sending us into the 7th inning. Vento steps off, gets back on. Abete waits. Here it is. Foul ball out of play. Count remains 3-2. My dad used to tell me when I was an usher at baseball Cardinal games, anytime it gets to 3-2, turn around to one of your usher friends and bet him a nickel it'll be a foul ball. You'll get more nickels than you'll ever need. We used to do that. Back then, all it took, there's a swing and a miss to end the inning. Back then, all it took was 3 nickels to get a pretzel. That ends the inning. In the inning, 1 run, 2 hits, a big one, a 2-out RBI single by Harley Morales. We head to the 7th. Mercedes trails Brownsville Veterans Memorial 3-2. This is RealSportsLive.com.
At First Community Bank, our bankers put you first.
Like Mark in McAllen and Kim in Harlingen.
Make FCB your bank.
And discover first-class service on a first-name basis.
First Community Bank.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, and thanks again for joining us for the broadcast. We head into the 7th inning, and the Mercedes Tigers, for the first time in this ball game, find themselves trailing 3-2. Cassidy Sanchez will lead it off, followed by Aaron Ramirez, Mika Vento, that is, and then anybody gets on base, Reba Ayala. Each hitter that steps to the plate will represent the tying run out of the gate for the Mercedes Tigers. Sanchez has been on base twice as she leads off the 7th. She was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. Mercedes. Anzaldua will pitch it. There's a strike call. Anzaldua has struck out 9 in the game. As she faces Cassidy Sanchez. Spins the next one home. Strike 2 called. Sanchez stepped out. Didn't like the call. She'll have to protect the plate. Outfield plays straight away. Infield in on the first. A little bit in at third base. Pitch coming. Ball outside. 1-2. Sanchez trying to get on board. Anzaldua ready. Brings the next one home. Way high. Ball 2. 2-2. Lady Tigers of Mercedes had the leadoff hitter on in the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and bat here in the 7th. They've lost 3 runners on the base paths here this game. Pitch to Sanchez. See you later. Struck her out. Caught looking is Sanchez. 10th strikeout of the game for Mia Anzaldua. and it brings in Aaron Ramirez. Ramirez on the day is 0 for 1. Strikeout in the second. She laid down a sacrifice bunt in the fourth. And she bats here in the seventh. On deck, Mika Vinto. First one from Anzaldúa. Swing and a miss. 0-1 on Ramirez. Anzaldúa in the game has given up 2 runs on 4 hits. Has walked just 1. Works on Ramirez, the 0-1. Off speed misses for ball 1. 1-1. Saw the umpires over here taking a look at the camera. I heard them talking. Hey, we can have replay if we need it. I know some of the officials on the basketball side were using our coverage to go back and work on their game. There's a foul ball out of play. 1-2 now on Ramirez. Matter of fact, I had a couple of officials actually call me saying thanks for broadcasting the games. It gives us an opportunity to go back, watch the games, talk about various calls, something we haven't been able to do before. Ramirez at the plate for the Mercedes Lady Tigers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anzaldúa. Check swing. Check down at first. Nothing doing. Count evens at 2-2 on Ramirez. I want to thank again the coaches and everybody here at Brownsville Veterans Memorial for the hospitality, helping us with the table. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's away for ball 3. By the time we got here, they had the table set up, extension cords run. Made our life easy. Power we had to go tracking down. We got that fixed. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Ramirez, trying to get on any way she can to start some kind of rally here in the 7th inning for the Mercedes Tigers. 1 out, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. 2nd out of the inning. 11th strikeout of the game for Anzaldúa, and now it comes down to Mika Vinto. Vinto reached on an error in the 3rd, scored a run, struck out in the 4th. Bats here in the 7th. Go back to the start of this game. Anzaldúa struck out the side to get it started. Quick strike to Vinto. 0-1, and Anzaldúa is going right after it here in this 7th inning. Vinto stands in. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul ball. 2 strikes. Lady Tigers down to their last strike. Mia Anzaldúa. The chance to close this one out. Keep their record perfect in district play for the Lady Chargers. Lady Tigers, Mika Vinto stands in. Anzaldúa is ready. Spins the 0-2 home. Strike 3 called, inning over, game over. Lady Chargers win this one by the score of 3-2. Mia Anzaldúa goes the distance on the mound. Lady Chargers score a run in the 6th inning to win this one. For Anzaldúa, she gives up 2 runs on 4 hits, ends up striking out 12 in the game for the victory for the Lady Chargers. Her counterpart, Mika Vinto, gave up just 3 runs on 3 hits to Brownsville Veterans, struck out 8, but came up 1 run short here in this one. hitting stars. Well, the biggest star of the game was Cassie Valdez for the Lady Chargers. On base 3 times, scored 2 runs, including a game-winning run in the 6th inning after a 1-out triple. She was brought home by Harley Morales, who drove in 2 of the 3 runs, including the game winner. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Again, reminding you fans, we'll be having additional coverage coming your way on RioSportsLive.com. Keep watching our website for schedules, results, and more. Go back and watch the archives, and if you're watching anything on our social media side, be sure you share the links, follow the page, and like the page, and help us grow the numbers so that our sponsors can grow, thus our coverage can grow. For my wife, Dahlia, for Frank from Valley TV, I'm Joe Bowling. Thanks again for watching. So long for just a while.